Let's continue from where we had stopped. So far, the manager is telling Jack that you know what, you can tell Pierre that he can take rest now. He has worked enough for the company and he is old now. Let him take rest, let him be at home, it's fine. We will still continue to give him the salary. So when Jack told this to Pierre, he said, no, 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 I don't want to retire. He refused to retire. He said that me and Joseph, we are both old men and let us retire together. When Joseph is ready to retire, I will also go. And this happens because Joseph is his like friend, right? So he couldn't bear the thought of accepting that he will not be seeing Joseph. By this line, could not bear the thought of, which means he was not able to accept, he was not okay with the fact that he will not be seeing Joseph anymore. So he said, no, I will continue to work as long as Joseph is working, and we both will wear out together, we'll completely get exhausted together, and then we will both stop working together. And Jack, we have already understood that Jack is kind of a friendly person. He understood what Pierre wants to say. And he knew that there was a nice friendship between Pierre and Joseph. And their friendship was something which made you feel happy about it. So, which made a man smile tenderly, which means it would make you feel so warm and happy about their friendship. And it also said that they drew some hidden strength from each other, which means both of them were very weak. Pierre was a man who walked with a limp, he had a big stick to help him walk. Even Joseph was quite old and he walked very slowly now. But when they were working together, you could see a spark between them. When they were working together, they would go on with a very chirpy, happy face. The kind of chirpiness which you might be hearing in the background, the squirrel is chirping right now. So that kind of happy energy they shared when they were around. But when their job was complete and Pierre had to go back home, he would be again with a limp, and Joseph would walk very slowly, very like as if he was very old, back to his table or his stall. So this is how their friendship was. They kept working, and suddenly, what happened one day? Joseph had a very terrible, very sad news for Pierre, and you know that the sad news was that Joseph died in the sleep. So he tells this news to Pierre that you know what, your horse is no longer with us. He didn't wake up in the morning, and he is consoling him by saying, you know, he was 25. So for horses, 25 is quite an old age, and he is comparing that with the age of a human being, which is 75. Pierre said very slowly, because he was also shocked, you know, his friend had died, that yes, I understand. I am 75. I will never see him again, my poor Joseph. So now he has somewhere realized that he will not be able to meet his friend again. He has died. And he is exclaiming by saying, my poor Joseph, that he is sad that his horse has died. And Jack is also still there. He is a good person and he is consoling, comforting Pierre. He is patting him on his shoulder. We will find another horse who is just as good as Joseph. You know, in a month's time, you can teach him your route. And he is trying to explain to Pierre that it's okay. He was old, he has to go. We can find another horse for you. You can train him. You can work with him. So Jack kept talking and trying to console, trying to support Pierre after telling him the horrible news. But suddenly he looked into Pierre's eyes. Now, Pierre used to wear a heavy cap. By heavy cap, it means a cap which is quite like, you know, it has so much weight that it comes down on your eyes. But suddenly, when Jack and Pierre were talking that day, he saw his eyes. They were quite dull, dead, and lifeless. It felt as if Pierre's soul had died. Pierre also died from inside. He was so sad that it felt that his eyes were showing the sadness which was felt by Pierre because of his horse's death. So, this is what happened when Jack looked at Pierre's eyes very closely. And it felt as if Pierre's Heart and soul both had died. So Jacques thinks of telling Pierre, you know what, please take a day off, be at home, take some rest. But Pierre is so upset that he is not hearing what Jacques is saying. He is already limping down the street. He is already, walking awkwardly on the street. He doesn't know what is happening because he is in a shock. He is crying. Tears are streaming down his cheeks, means tears are flowing down his cheeks. He is crying very heavily. He is very sad and he is sobbing. So he is like crying like this. So when you make this sound when you cry, it is called as sobbing. And you all know the meaning is crying with deep breaths, crying by making noise. That's what sobbing is. So he's sobbing and tears are flowing and he is very, very upset. So this just reminds me of a time, like many times actually, when I lost my dog. So I love dogs and I have many pets. I have had many pets. In January, one of my dogs died and he suddenly fell ill and doctor said that he had liver and kidney failure. We put him on antibiotics very soon, like immediately. I was in Kalol. My mother and my cousin were taking care of Simba. His name was Simba. And suddenly I get this news that he is no more. I remember it was a Saturday, 11th of Jan, and the way in the story you are reading about how Pierre was upset, I was so upset I can't even tell you. From the time I heard the news till the time I reached home, and even after that I was crying. Simba was with us for more than 13 years and he was family. Similarly, Pierre believed that Joseph was his family, like a very close friend, right? So you can imagine how upset he would have been on listening to the news. So he was just walking down the street randomly and there was a truck who was coming very fast. He shouted expecting that Pierre would move aside and he would be saved. He did not hear the scream. There was also this noise of the brakes. Like when you apply the brakes very tightly, there is a screeching sound. The screeching is like chee sound which comes when you press the brakes. So there was a loud noise which was the driver shouting and the screeching of the brakes. But it appeared that Pierre did not hear anything. He was in a different mind space of its own. He was in a different mind zone. He didn't understand what is happening. And so what happened after that? The truck hit Pierre and ambulance doctor says that Pierre is dead. And by that time, Jacques and his other colleagues who are the other milk wagon drivers are at the scene. They looked at the still figure. By still figure it means the figure is the human body, still because it is not moving. It's not moving because it's dead. Now even Pierre has died. We just got the news of Joseph dying, now even Pierre has died. Now the truck driver is saying that I couldn't help it. He walked right into my truck. Truck driver is protesting. By protesting here it means that he is defending himself, that it was not my fault. It was Pierre's fault. He just started walking into the truck. What could I do? He didn't see it. He walked into the truck as if he was blind. The truck driver is explaining how the accident happened. Now the ambulance doctor was a bit confused. Why is he saying that he walked into the truck as if he were blind? So he looked at Pierre's eyes and says, blind? Yes, the man was blind. He has cataracts. This man is blind for at least 5 years. So the doctor understood that Pierre has cataracts in his eyes. And he is announcing that yes, he was blind. Then he is asking Jacques, he worked for you, right? So you did not know he was blind. So he is asking Jacques that how come you don't know? He is your person, right? He is your teammate. Then Jacques says no one knew. I think only one of his friend knew. It was a secret between the two. He is referring to Joseph. Here, by friend he means Joseph, that Joseph knew that Pierre was blind and it was a secret between those two. Now, think about this for a moment. I think when Pierre is talking about in the early paragraph that a blind man could do my job, it somewhere tries to say that okay, maybe he actually is blind that time, and he is hinting, he is giving a small clue that he might be blind to Jack, but no one is taking him seriously because they think he is doing a good job. But maybe the good job was happening because Joseph was very well trained and he took care of the friend's secret, never let it out, never let people know that my friend is blind, and that's how they worked together till fate came and both of them died. It also talks about how their friendship is so strong, though Pierre did not die of natural causes the way Joseph did, but still he was so upset that he also dies. So, the way Pierre had said that let us wear out together, that didn't happen, but they died together. So, this is the whole story, A Secret for Two, and I hope you have understood it completely now. Let us also go through some of the questions which are there in the exercise. Yeah. What suggestion did Jacques make to Pierre when Joseph passed away? So when Joseph dies, when Joseph dies, what does Jacques tell Pierre? Pierre suggested him that, you know what, you can get another horse, you can train him and he can work with you. Second thing also he said was, take a day off, like be at home, rest today, and probably you can work tomorrow. So these are the two things which he is suggesting to Pierre. Also, these are my words. Please try to write in your own words. Next is describe Pierre's grief over the death of Joseph. So, grief means how did Pierre show how sad he was after Joseph died. So, what happens when the news is given to Pierre? Pierre is very shocked. You can see his eyes are mirroring the grief, the sadness. It feels to Jacques that his soul and his heart have both died. He starts limping down the street and he is crying, he is sobbing, right? So all these things show that he is lamenting over the loss of Joseph. And what happens is, because of which he ends up killing himself by getting run over a truck. The truck is not purposefully hitting Pierre, but because Pierre is so confused and disoriented, he is walking around the street, and later, of course, as we know that he is blind, so he cannot see the truck coming. So these are some of the points which you will be using to answer this question. How did describe Pierre's grief over the death of Joseph? Then, how did Pierre meet his death? How does Pierre die? So, how does Pierre die? He dies because he gets hit by a truck, by a heavy truck. But what happens before that? So, he is very upset because his friend Joseph has died and he is limping down the street, he is crying, he is confused, and suddenly the truck comes and hits him. Now, the truck is shouting, expecting Pierre to move away. The truck also applies brakes, hoping that it would not hit Pierre. But both these things fail and the truck hits Pierre and Pierre dies. So this is how you will be answering that. What did the doctor say about Pierre's eyesight? So the doctor says that Pierre is blind. He has been blind for 5 years because of the cataract. And he also wonders if Jacques doesn't know about it because Jacques is Pierre's manager. So the last question is, Joseph made Pierre live. Explain. So if we go through the whole chapter, we have to talk about how their relationship with each other was, how they worked together, how they were a splendid combination, how they both were growing old but still they gave some energy to each other, how Pierre really wanted to work till Joseph also was working. So all these points should be included here. And then also you have to say that as Joseph died, Pierre also died. So it says that Joseph made Pierre live. Till the time Joseph was alive, Pierre also was alive and very happily working as a milk wagon driver. So these are some of the points you will be using to answer these questions. In addition to this, so this was basically activity 4, the question answers, and I have discussed all the answers. I have of course discussed with you. I am not going to dictate it to you. I hope you will be understanding them and writing in your own words. Please do not write answers directly from digest. Do it on your own, because this is the second time we are going through the whole chapter, and if we are discussing it again, I expect you to write in your own words. In exam, when you have comprehension questions, you are never assured, right, that something will be, you will not know the comprehension questions, because it will be from a different paragraph. You will have to apply your understanding of the English language to answer those questions. Similarly, understand the story and write the answers in your own words. Certain words you will have to use from the textbook, because that is how the author has described the characters. But you cannot just write the answers blankly from digest. I do not appreciate answers written from digest. They are correct, yes, but that just shows that you are not sincerely working towards it. So I hope you try to attempt writing on your own and complete this answers. You also have to do activity 3. So a sentence is given and you have to read the story and find out which sentence conveys this meaning. For example, let's say Pierre named Joseph, the second one. So if you see the second paragraph, it is given clearly that last line, I will name him after Saint Joseph, who was also very kind and gentle. This line clearly tells you that Pierre is the one naming Joseph, and this is how you will be completing the other statements. Find out where in the chapter is this line, this meaning being conveyed or being told. And along with this, activity 7, you have to they have underlined one particular phrase and there are options given. Find out which option is giving the correct meaning. So the first one is, the horseman was run over by a truck. The truck driver said, I couldn't help. So I couldn't help is underlined. So the options are, I was unable to save him. I regret I have killed him. I believe I was not in the wrong. So I couldn't help, which means I wanted to save him but I couldn't save him. So the first answer, I was unable to save him. You will similarly complete second, third, fourth and fifth. So that's all for today. So the homework which you will be completing today is activity 3, 4 and activity 7. The other stuff is grammar, which we will be discussing next week. And if you have any doubts, please ask me in the evening, or right now if you complete watching the video, you can ask me even now. So I hope after this detailed explanation, the chapter is very clear for you all. And we will meet next week and we will start some grammatical things. Also activity 1, A and B is remaining to be discussed. It is not a very major part of the story. However, we will also talk about it briefly in the next week. So that's all for today. I know today's videos are long, but it was necessary to complete the full chapter now because it is fresh in your mind. We have talked about it just last week, so I wanted to discuss it in one go. Enjoy, bye.